Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Eat With Me video. I've done a couple of these before. If I can find them, I'll link them, like obviously I can find them, but I'll link them down below if you want to go and check those out. But I'm currently on maternity leave. My partner is away on holiday. When you're watching this, he'll actually be back home. Two kids, by the way, on your own is really stressful. Hats off to women or dads out there or guardians or whoever that looks after multiple children on your own, because it's hard work. So yeah, I'm on maternity leave, so it's a bit more relaxed, and my partner's not here, so I can kind of eat what I want to eat. So I thought I would film a what I eat in a day. I've just dropped George to nursery and I've come to Sainsbury's because there are a few things that I need to grab for the day. I did do a food shop like 4 or 5 days ago. There's a few things that we've run out of and a few things that I just want to get because I fancy it. So yeah, I'm at Sainsbury's. I don't know if you can see, I just dropped George to nursery and I put Finley in the carrier, like the baby wrap, and he was fine, like literally the whole way to nursery. Then as soon as I was about to put him in the car, I lifted him up to put him in his car seat and he was sick all over my shoulder. I think I'm just gonna have to like strategically put my hair this side so then no one can see the baby sick on my shoulder. And I'll change my t-shirt when I get home. But yes, I'm gonna go and pop into the shop and then I will see you for breakfast because I am starving. Okay, so Finley was still sleeping, so I thought it'd be a good time to make my breakfast. But of course, in true baby fashion, they have some kind of like sixth sense that as soon as I put my food on the table, they start to wake up. So I can hear him stirring over there. He's pretty happy, so I'm just gonna leave him be for a minute and eat some breakfast. I've got some scrambled egg. You probably just watched some footage of me making scrambled egg and probably thought, well, what is that? I think I've overcooked it a little bit, but I really don't like runny eggs anyway. There's something in my brain that just then tells me that they're not cooked. So I've overcooked them a little bit, I think, but they don't look too bad. And of course, you have to have tomato ketchup or sauce preference of your choice with scrambled egg. So I'm gonna quickly, oh, that's quite a lot. I'm gonna quickly eat some breakfast and then go and feed Finley because he'll be due a bottle. What time is it? He'll be due a bottle at 15 minutes. Hi! Did you hear Mummy making lunch and thought, I'm gonna wake up really early from my nap so Mummy can't eat her lunch in peace? Is that right? I think so. Yes, I do. So once again then, as per usual, Finley has woken up again from his nap. He seems really chill and happy though, so I think what I'm going to do is put him in his bouncer. He can then obviously have a look around, and I can try and enjoy some lunch before he's due a feed in like an hour's time. But he seems pretty eager. I feel like babies just know when you want some time for yourself, and they just decide to wake up. Yeah, that's right. So I've got my lunch. I'll show you what I've got in just a moment. But it looks really boring actually, I'll show you. So to me this looks really delicious and tasty, but I appreciate that it's quite beige looking. I was going to have a little bit of salad with some balsamic glaze that I bought with this, but the salad went out, well, it said best before a couple of days ago, but it does look a little bit It doesn't look edible, so I haven't included that on here, but I've got some Mediterranean couscous, which I've seasoned with some salt and pepper, and I've also put some butter in here. If you have couscous and you don't add butter because it just makes it a little bit more extra creamy. It just sets it off perfectly. I've got some mozzarella over here, and then I also went through a bit of a quiche stage. I wasn't a really big fan of quiche, and then I went to a barbecue recently at my auntie's house, and we had some quiche there, and I feel like now I'm back on that bandwagon again. So this is just a quiche Lorraine, which I believe is cheese and ham. Comment and tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to eating some lunch. Like I said, I'm going to go get Finny now and pop him in his bouncer so he can have a little look around. And I've got Grey's Anatomy on again. You may have remembered last year when I was filming videos, I was watching or binge watching Grey's Anatomy. This is the second time now that I'm watching it just because, oh, I'm going to get Finny, I'll be right back. So yeah, I am binge watching Grey's again. I feel like I need to venture out and watch something slightly different. So if you have any like recommendations on series, then comment down below. But I'm just loving watching Grey's Anatomy. I feel like I'm just addicted, and my hormones are still all over the place. I'm having a baby only 8 weeks ago, so I'm also super emotional, crying at everything as well, which is perfect. Finley doesn't want to sit in his bouncer. He wants to be cuddled. Although he's falling straight back asleep again. I think he's going through a bit of a clingy stage where he just wants to be held all the time, which I'm not complaining about because this is last baby. I need to soak up every minute of newborn I can. But yeah, I'm going to eat my lunch and watch some Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I've also got some orange and lemon squash as well because I'm trying to drink more water. And I've got those Robinsons, the little like pocket sized ones that you can just fill up quite easily. Anywhere basically, and then it'll be time to pick George up in a couple of hours. I think it is currently 1 o'clock, a little bit of a later lunch today because my breakfast is a little bit later. I picked George up at 2:30, so I'm going to enjoy lunch, watch Grey's, and I will see you a little bit later on for dinner. So we're back home now. I've picked George up and we're watching The Lion King, which is like the live action one. I haven't actually seen it before, but George is obsessed with The Lion King, the animation, plus we listen to the soundtrack in the car on repeat constantly. So I thought, we've got George's parents' evening tonight in a couple of hours, so I thought we'd watch this before we go to parents' evening. It's ridiculously hot, like even too hot to be outside with both the kids as well. So we've got ice lollies. I've got a Barrett's Ice Duo Refresher. It's lime and raspberry, and it is very, very refreshing. George didn't want an ice lolly. He did have ice cream at nursery, but he had a chocolate bar, which is our little treats to watch the film with. Good evening, everybody. It is currently, I think, 8:30, so it's quite late to be eating dinner, but I am starving, and there is one dish that I've been wanting to try and make for a really long time. It's, I believe, really simple. I'm saying it's simple, but I'm probably going to mess it up. So it's Gigi Hadid's famous vodka pasta, but without vodka. I'm in the care of 2 children. Don't really like the taste of vodka anyway, but making the hob go off. I do love tomato pasta, so I've all the ingredients to make it. I'm maybe gonna mess it up. I don't know how I'm gonna mess it up because it seems so simple. But yeah, it was quite a difficult night with George. That's why dinner's taken quite a while. Bedtime was just really, really tough. Like I say, when I'm filming this and my partner's on holiday, he is back now. Well, he'll be back by the time this is uploaded, thank goodness. But it's been quite difficult with 2 children, especially with having a really, really little child and a toddler, well, 4-year-old. But things are going to get better. I'm going to have some nice pasta, but cakes. Oh, I'll show you the cakes that my mum just delivered. She brought some cakes round. We have a cherry tree in our garden, and she took the cherries off the tree because I wasn't going to do anything with them, and she made beautiful cakes. So I'll show you those, and then let's get on with prepping dinner. So these are cherry cupcakes then with like a chocolate ganache and some chocolate balls, I guess, on top, but they look delicious. I don't know how I'm going to get through this many cakes, but my mum said they'll last for a while, so a couple a day probably won't hurt, and I'm sure George has already had one, so I'm sure he'll have multiple more as well. So this is the finished product. I think it actually looks okay. I've tasted it already. I think it tastes delicious. So I'm gonna go and eat this. I've also got one of these. My mum actually gave this me. Well, she bought like a pack of 4. They're from Sainsbury's. So they're sparkling rocket ice lolly drinks. By, I think the brand's called Candy Can, I think that's the brand, and it's 0 sugar, but I have had 3 already and they're delicious. So I'm gonna have this with my dinner, and of course Finley's just woken up. I can hear him stirring, and then I'll be back in a little bit for one of those beautiful cherry cakes. This is a really terrible angle and terrible lighting because I've got the lights on and it's still a bit light outside, but I just thought I'd show you because I feel like it's happened every time today when I've been trying to eat. My little boy wakes up. I find the best time to try and eat is when I've literally put him down and put him to sleep, make my dinner and eat it, all within maybe the space of like 20 minutes, and just like that he is awake again and needing another feed, but he's not really actually drinking it. I just feel like babies know. And he'll fall asleep probably once I've finished. Update on the pasta though, really delicious. I really enjoy it. I'll leave the link down below. I've never really made a pasta tomato sauce from scratch. I've always just bought it from a jar or, you know, from the shop. But you can really taste how different it is. Like, it's so much more creamy, and there's like a generous amount of parmesan in there. It's just delicious. And obviously I added some basil as well because I'm a sucker for basil. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish my dinner. I just thought I'd show you what my little rascal Finley gets up to when I want to eat. Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to end today's video. I was planning on having a tasty treat for dessert or pudding after my dinner, but it was honestly the richest meal I think I've ever had. And I think the recipe was for maybe like 4 people, I think. And I ate the whole thing of sauce to myself, and it had like 150ml double cream, like a whole packet of parmesan, so I feel like my cholesterol's just gone from normal limits to sky high. But I think, yeah, like I said, so I'm going to end today's video. I'm wondering what this is. It looks really strange. I'm currently sat on a lion. But yeah, I'm going to go up to bed because it is 10 o'clock and I'm feeling really tired and I'm hoping for a good night's sleep. I've just fed Finley, so he'll hopefully now settle down, and we can all wake up feeling refreshed tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a viewer. And without further ado, this is where I'm going to end it. Take care. Bye.